Hello and welcome to this video where we'll come to the front end of the lab overview. So let's create a folder here called front end. And here we will have our front end components that we'll use for creating the front end in Streamlit. So first of all, we will have a file called main.py, which will be outside, and this is the file which we will run in order to run the dashboard. So this is basically, if you've seen my previous videos, I have a run dashboard. So this is basically the same. However, I changed a little bit here, subprocess.run, and I have a list of commands instead of using a fstream. So this is the list of commands to run, and it will work in both Mac and Windows. So here I have the Dunder main, and in the Dunder main you see that I go into the let's see here, dashboard path, which is the dashboard.py. So basically I need to create a dashboard.py. So dashboard.py and here is the dashboard. So I will create this dashboard now. So here import Streamlit as st, and then we'll just create layout, and I'll do st.markdown. I'll copy this actually, so I'll copy this part here. So basically the data-driven YouTuber and some in Swedish. Den här dashboarden syftar till att utforska datan i min YouTube-kanal, because all the data is in Swedish, so I write this in Swedish as well. And then if done the name equals to done the main, I will run this layout. So basically when I run this file here, so I run this one, and what you should see now is, let's see, what you should see now is the data-driven YouTuber. Let's do like this. I go here and then do like this so that you can see both of my screens. So here we have, so this file, it runs this dashboard, and the dashboard, it shows here, the result here. So basically from here, I will actually go into the front end and import different stuffs. So I will go into the front end and I will create a KPI folder or a KPI script. So here, kpi.py. And basically here I will display the KPIs which we get from our database. So let's do like this: import Streamlit as st, and then I will have class content KPI def dunder init, and here I will do self._content equals to, here I want to query the database, right, and get a data frame back. And in order to do that, we can check into the backend and see that in the database we have this database data frame, right? However, I will actually create another file for doing the convenience so that I don't need to use a with statement all the time. Instead, this utils class will help me with having the with statement. So here I will create another folder called utils, and the utils I will create a query database .py, and inside here, so from backend.database import database data frame, and then from backend constant import database path. So here I will create a query database class. And what this will do, you will see very soon. Depth under init. We'll have a SQL query here. And here we will do the with statement. So with database data frame, I will put in the database path as DB. So the purpose for this is to be able to open up the context manager and having this path go into the to open up the connection to the database, right? And through this DB object, we can do queries. So then I will do self.df equals to db.query SQL query, basically. Just like this. So this means that whenever we run this query database and we do .df, then we get out the data frame from the query. So this is my helper function or helper class, basically. So we go back into the front end KPI. So in the front end in KPI we do self_content and now the query database. However, we will need to do from utils.query database import query database. So here I will do select star from March. Remember that we will go into the March layer and we'll pick out the tables there. So March.content view time. So I'll just select all this data here. And then I will do the display content self. And what we should do here is df self.content. So I will just put it into df, and then I will do st.dataframe df to see what the data is displayed. So basically we go back to dashboard.py and import this. So from frontend.kpi import, what do I want to import? Well, I want to import display. I want to import, what is it called? No, it's called content KPI, right? So then I can instantiate a class content KPI equals to content KPI like this. Now I've instantiated this class. So then I can do content KPI dot display content. And since I did an ST on that, so I did Streamlit data frame. That means that the data frame will display here. So if we do like this, rerun this one or refresh it. Actually, I could do rerun with Control R or Command R. It goes much faster than refreshing the whole page. Okay, then we have an error here. Unable to convert object of type class. Yeah, okay. Yes, it was a class, right? So we need to have self_content.df like this. And then rerun. Yes, perfect. So we have the data here. And going back, we can see that, yes, we have the data from the March layer, right? From the March content view, which we queried. So going back to the KPI here, we want to basically pick out different KPIs. So here I can do like st.markdown. I will say KPI per video. So you should understand a little bit of the data set before you do this actually. So this is for the different videos, right? And for the different videos, we can get out different types of KPIs. So I will do st.markdown nedan visas KPI för totalt antal. So if I do this, I rerun this one, and you can see here nedan visas kopior för totalt antal. And then I will actually loop through several. I will create several KPIs. So in order to create the KPIs, I do like this. I will do KPIs equals to a dictionary, and then I will do video. So it's the videos. Then I just do length of df, that is the videos, number of videos. These are the timmar, so it's a number of hours shown. So then this is basically visningstid timmar. Remember that this was what I did. So if we scroll here, we can see here visningstid timmar. And basically it's the sum of this one, right? And then we can continue. This is subscribers. So df, let's see what it is called. Prenumeranter, right? Prenumeranter dot sum. And continue here, exponeringar, and this is also called exponeringar with capital E. Exponeringar dot sum. Right, and then in order to display this, we use the metrics, right? So for call, comma, KPI in zip. Zip st.columns, and I want to have length of KPIs, so I want to have 4, right? So I want to divide the screen into 4 different sections, or 4 different columns. So I have a length of this one, and then I want to have, let's see, length of that one. st.columns is the length of that one, and basically here, comma. KPIs basically. So I will get each of the KPI, I will get the keys of each of the KPIs. So then I can do with call, so each of the columns, I will do st.metric, and I will write in KPI, which is basically the key, right? And then I will do KPI of KPI. KPIs of KPI, because this is the dictionary, I'll put in each of the keys. And then I will do like this, Command R. Yes, here we can see it, and we see that we need to round. So basically just round this one. And I will update this one. Yes, perfect. Now you can see the number of videos, the number of hours shown, and subscribers, and exponering exposure, I guess. Yes. Yeah, perfect. And basically I could write here also st.markdown, or I don't need to write, I don't need to show this data actually, I will just comment it out, because this is the raw data here. So this is basically the beginning of this dashboard. So I will create also, I will have some graphs. Graphs.py. And graphs.py is basically quite simple as well, but I will actually close this down. I will go into here. Let's say cd out, or no, cd lab overview actually. I will do source dot then bin activate. And then I will do uv pip install plotly, because I will use this package in order to to make a plotly graph. So here from utils.query database. Remember that why do I take utils that is outside of this folder? Well, we have to be the context is basically from the point of view of dashboard. So in dashboard, the point of view, we see the perspective, we see utils, right? So we have utils and .query database. And here we import query database and similar, and then I will import plotly. plotly express as px. I will import streamlit as st. And then I will create a class, views trend. And here def under init. Self, yeah, that works. Self.df equals query database. I will put in the query. So select star from here we had marks dot view views per date, right? And we need to take out the df. And now I will yeah, now I have the df, so I will do like this. Print the df, print self.df to see what we have here. So what will I want to do with this? Well, we go into the dashboard and we import it. So from frontend dot graphs import, what do we have? We have views trend, right? So we have views trend. Create a class of that, so views trend equals to this, so we have instantiated this one. So if I just run this, let's see, if I run this one, no, actually I need to run main, clear this, run the main, yeah, and we can see the data frame here. So let's go back to let's see, the dashboard, no, to the graphs. So what do I want to display? Plot, right? I would like to do like this display plot self, and here fig equals to px.line. Well, I want to plot on the date as x and y visningar, so I want to see the trend, right? So let's plot the line here. What can we plot? Well, we need to put in self.df, x equals datum, y equals to visningar, basically like this. And then I will do st.markdown to say that a description, antal visningar under senaste månader. You can actually see this if you scroll down on the data. You see that it corresponds to 1 month, kind of. So st.plotly chart and fig. This is what I want. So I go back to the dashboard and I do like this: use trend dot display plot. And if I update this one, we can see our graph here. That's great. So now I'm happy with my dashboard, and or happy. I'm happy that we have produced a dashboard. We have done it through, this is a full stack application. So we have the backend where we have the database and handling the data. And then we have the front end to display the data in a dashboard. And the task for you now is to make this dashboard much cooler and much more useful. So I will leave the rest of the fun for you. So good luck and bye.